Hey there, welcome to another Rhythmic World Review. This is Harley. Today we're going to be talking about the Ranma 1/2 Geki Joban LD box, which simply means the Ranma 1/2 movie collection Laserdisc box set. Let me go ahead and take off this plastic sheeting that it came in. As it pointed out on the sheeting, these were remastered from the original 35mm print, so these should be very nice image quality for the Laserdiscs, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a moment. Here's the front of the case that it came in. This is hard, sort of cardboard, very substantial. Here's the back side of it. This came out in 1994, about a month after, or before rather, the third movie, the Ranma 1/2 versus Phoenix, hit the theaters. That was not included in this originally. This is just the first two movies. So with that wrapped up, we'll talk about what came inside of this wonderful box. The first thing is just this small little booklet. This is just of Ranma 1/2 products that were being released at the same time, and some other Takahashi things. The Ushiyatsuura Laserdisc box set, a Ranma 1/2 CD cleaner, things like that. Nothing too substantial in here. We have the Ranma 1/2 OVA soundtrack advertisement on the back. Setting that aside. The other thing it came with that was really neat are two full-sized movie posters of the first two films. Let's see here. Here's the first one. Very nice. No logos really except in the bottom corner. Nice and clean. I was lucky to find a set that was well taken care of when I bought it a few years ago. And then we have the second movie poster right here. If I can get it. It's a good deal larger than the other one. It's about twice the size of the movie one poster for some reason. So, putting that aside now. Set that over here. Then we move on to the Laserdisc box set, the Gekijo box set booklet. This is not the only book that came with this, but this is one of the more interesting ones. They're both pretty interesting though. This contains all of the character designs for the films. These are the anime character designs for the second film, here at the front. Various characters, Akane, shampoo, etc., cologne. Then we have just some still images from the first film. And then character designs from the first film. Laichi and Kirin, various 7 lucky gods. Then we have some of the villains from the second film, Toma and his henchmen. Then a generic group of soldiers at the bottom there. Then more imagery from the second film. Nice color artwork. And then the really neat thing are the original Rumiko Takahashi character designs. Takahashi, for all of her films, going back to Ushiyatsuura, would do the character designs for the sort of unique villains that would appear in this case, and the sort of secondary characters. We see her drawings for Toma over here. We see Laichi, Kirin, Toma's men, such as Wonton and Toristan down there, Sarutoru. The interesting thing is that her drawing of Sarutoru is much more similar to what we see in the actual film than what we're going to look at here in a moment. The storyboard sequences that the animators actually drew. He had sort of a mouth like Haposai, that kind of wrinkly mouth. So these are her original drawings of the characters that she did. And the back just has a simple Ginma Panda logo. Before we go any further, I want to show you the actual laser discs. I won't take them out of the box, but this set comes with 3 actual discs. These are about the size of a vinyl album, for any of you that remember albums. This is Movie 1, Part 1. Because it was so large, it had to be divided up into multiple discs. So this is the first one, and then here we have the back of it. Then we had Movie 1 Part 2 with Movie 2 Part 1. These are both on the same disc. And then we have its rear side. And then finally, we have Movie 2 Part 2 on the last disc and its reverse side. And then the last thing, which is really neat, it was a real treat to get this in this set. This is a book collecting the entire storyboards for both films. I've never seen this reproduced anywhere. This isn't included on any of the DVDs or anything. I've never seen this used as extras. So this is a real treat. I'll see if it reproduces. If not, I might have to use some still images. Here we have some various scenes. Toma. And this just shows how the directors initially go about laying out a sequence. The first set of storyboards that I want to show you is from late in Movie 2. This is after Shampoo and Moose have been fighting against Toristan. Moose falls from a great height, and Shampoo leaps to catch him. She cradles his unconscious body in her arms, and the camera pans from her back to him. Here's the sequence.
Shampoo is my bride.
Stupid! You don't have to do that, Moose.
The scene with Moose and Shampoo leads directly into this next sequence, which was storyboarded but was deleted. It didn't actually appear in the film. In this scene, Haposai, Ginma, and Cologne are traveling in the halls of the palace when they encounter Toma. This sequence explains what happens later when we see Ranma stab himself in the leg with a hat pin. This pain allows him to see through Toma's illusions. This would have explained how Cologne knew to give him the pin. There was also another deleted sequence where she indeed did give him a pin, which allowed him to see through the mystical fire that Toma conjures. So this kind of goes to explain that questionable scene that still appears in the film. And so that's the collection. So really, it's well worth it. It's hard to find now, certainly. I paid over $100 for it when I found it. It's probably selling for a bit more than that now. But if you are a die-hard Ranma 1/2 fan, this book alone makes it well worth the price.